So, some of you might be familiar or might have heard about the story of the two shoes salesmen in Africa. They are basically sent down from Manchester to several extremely hot and arid regions in Africa in the 19th century to investigate whether there is a potential customer market to sell shoes to. And after completing a very detailed round of surveys about the demographics, the population, and the consumer preferences and whatnot of the Africans, the two salesmen come to very different conclusions. One of them laments, Operation Hopeless, the Africans, they don't wear shoes at all. While the other exclaims, oh, glorious opportunity, they don't have shoes yet. Now, there's a very similar situation in the classical music world today, I believe. Some people believe that classical music is absolutely dying. They talk about all the record companies that are folding and symphonies that are closing and all the musicians and the performers that are going bankrupt. Classical music is simply too abstract for the modern audience to comprehend or appreciate. But there are others who believe that you ain't seen nothing yet. These are people who hold that classical music can indeed be appreciated by all. Today, we're not going to delve into any music theories. Instead, we'll embark on an exploration of ethics, an exploration of personal stories, but above all, an exploration of all kinds of emotions. Then, we'll all hopefully come to understand and appreciate classical music as it is. To begin with, let's talk about a very famous figure, Beethoven. We all know him as the saint of music, as the intrepid hero who bravely fought against fate. Some of his most famous portraits, as you can see here on the screen, portrays him as a cruelly indignant and rebellious figure who seems destined to strangle fate with his own bare hands. His music pieces are known to be magnificent, profound, and even deafening. A friend of mine once told me, I would never be able to sleep soundly in a concert of Beethoven's pieces. His pieces always end with those bang, bang, bang sounds. But can we all folks perhaps imagine how such a figure, majestic and profound, would be like once he fell in love? Well, in his 30s, Beethoven developed an unrequited love for his female student, Julie Guicciard. He devoted his most famous Moonlight Sonata to her. Unfortunately, though, for Beethoven, she eventually married another man. This sense of fantasizing about a potential romantic relationship is vividly reflected in his music. Let's just take this sonata as an example. Listen first. Now, once Beethoven touched her hand, and oh, he gasped, what a heavenly feel. Listen now to the hopefulness and sweet beauty in this same piece of music. But he confessed his love again and again and again and again, and did this and that to appeal to her. But eventually, he was still rejected, brutally rejected. Now, listen to his desperation and despair pour out. It is intriguing, like just how these thoughts and emotions and stories sort of waft into your head as you listen to the music. Isn't this just the standard plot of a romance film? Now, let's talk about another composer who came later than Beethoven, the Polish musician Frédéric Chopin. Chopin is known to be the poet on the piano. He composed so many heart-wrenching melodies, like this one. But if you listen to his music more carefully, there's more to him than simple sorrow. As a music critic at the time, Robert Schumann commented, Chopin is like a cannon amidst a field of peaceful flowers. At just the young age of 18, he became separated forever from his motherland, from Poland. He witnessed how Poland was brutally devoured and trampled by the neighboring Tsarist Russian Empire and the Prussian Empire. He used the piano as his weapon to fight gallantly for his homeland, for Poland. In his Ballade No. 1 in G minor, a piece that narrates the story of a patriotic hero's journey to defend his homeland, Chopin simply blows the horn to call for the rights of his nation. Let's now listen to the horns blowing and the cannons firing in this piece of music. Can you imagine the same composer who composed so many tranquilizing, heart-wrenching, and gentle melodies also has such a deep, unwavering passion for a greater cause? Finally, sometimes during that period of transformation, the story, the scene just pans out in front of you if you close your eyes and let the music perform the magic. Let's talk about the Russian composer Tchaikovsky, Fyodor Tchaikovsky. Perhaps we've all listened to excerpts from his most famous ballets, Swan Lake or Nutcracker. But do you know how vivid the storytelling is in his collection of 12 pieces for solo piano titled The Seasons? In these 12 pieces, Tchaikovsky aims to describe the characteristics of each month, from January to December. My favorite is the 6th piece, June, Barbara. Barbara is basically music that a boatman would sing while rowing a boat on the calm river. It is peaceful, delightful, and absolutely beautiful. However, when I first played this piece to my piano teacher at the time, several years ago, I sort of butchered the very peaceful feeling. I sort of sounded like this. And I still remember our piano teacher saying, you absolutely did not sound like you were rowing a boat on the calm river. You sound like you were skating on frozen ice. Now, I want you all to close your eyes. Close your eyes. Picture this scene in your minds. Let us go to the shore of the river. There, the light waves will caress and kiss our feet. With mysterious sadness, the stars shine down on us. Don't open your eyes, keep them closed. Listen to the music, and you will suddenly find this scene to spring to life. Hopefully this time I didn't sound like skating on frozen ice. But the experience is sort of magical, isn't it? It is the power of classical music to draw all these scenes and convey all these emotions that we feel on an everyday basis that makes it so universal, so well connected to the every aspects of daily life. Now, let's revisit the dichotomy that I mentioned at the very start of our exploration. Some people believe that classical music is style, while others believe that there are boundless opportunities. Perhaps, if we look more closely in our hearts, there's always a side of us that desires to read the most epic tales and immerse lastingly in the most impactful emotions. In this era where everything just seemingly just whizzes by, we're bombarded each day by powerful and yet artificial stimuli. Are these stimuli really long-lasting? Or are they just merely short, artificial flashes of imagery? Classical music does not provide emotional stimuli. It instead provides real stories, real epics, and raw emotions that make us weep, laugh, and wonder. Classical music reassures us that great composers are not deities after all, and that the past is not a distant memory. Great composers are mortal men who feel the same emotions as every one of us here in this room feels. And these emotions surely cross the boundaries of culture and time. If we try to capture these little music stories and emotions, then I believe there's going to be a whole new perspective and a whole new world. Thank you.
Hopefully everyone enjoyed the refreshment of classical music after the break time. Now let's get into some quirky stances to talk about how code empowers young minds. Welcome, Miss Jenny.